Hi, I'm Andrew Wallace, sophomore forward here at Bowling Green State University, and I'm here today to give you a tour of our new and improved locker room. So right now we're in the lounge area, which is kind of the hangout spot for the guys on the team. Time before classes and that, guys will come in here just to hang out, and various different things go on here, from team meetings to guys just playing the PlayStation or working on the computer at homework. So why don't we start over in this corner here. This is kind of a new section in the locker room. If you can notice, all the floors are just redone this year, which has been a big part of what we're trying to do here, trying to improve everything. And we felt comfortable with our old locker room, but it can always be better, and that's kind of something that we're working on this year especially. So here in this corner, we kind of have a few sofas for guys just to hang out, you know, read some magazines, just talk amongst each other. Just kind of a hangout spot to relieve some stress and forget about hockey. We have here the picture of the 1984 CCHA champions, but also the national champions this year. Bowling Green beat University of Minnesota Duluth 5-4 in quadruple overtime. It's the longest championship game in NCAA men's ice hockey history. You know, some of the names on here: Gary Galley obviously had a great pro career after Bowling Green, big donor to the university now. So other guys like Ian Duncan had a pro career after he left here. Gino Cavallini was actually the goal scorer, and we'll see a picture later on of him scoring the quadruple overtime goal to win the national championship. So obviously we're very proud of that team still. Big part of this school is the national championship that this team brought the school, and we're hoping that someday soon, you know, we'll have another picture like this to put up on the wall. You move over here around the sofas, we have some jerseys of, you know, some important members of Bowling Green history. You know, you see Rob Blake, Nelson Everson, Gary Galley, Ken Klee. And then here, this is kind of a special spot here. The highest individual award in men's ice hockey for the NCAA is the Hobey Baker Memorial Award, which is the most outstanding player throughout the year. And Bowling Green's been fortunate enough to have two of those over the years. First was George McPhee, who's now the general manager of the Washington Capitals. He won the Hobey Baker in 1982. And then Brian Holzinger was the second Bowling Green player to win the Hobey Baker, and he won it in 1995. So again, just kind of a hangout spot here. We'll move over to the other parts of the lounge. We have the head coach's office here, Coach Bergeron. He's got all the stuff he needs in there: TV, desk, and that. Individual meetings or door open policy, where, you know, his door's always open. If you have any issues, you know, you can come right here and talk to him, which is great, and the players do that quite often. So then we have other rooms outside the lounge, other coaching rooms where we do some video and stuff like that. But this is a new part of the lounge area here. This is the, you know, Nhl Wall, where guys who have had pro careers after leaving Bowling Green, they get their picture up on the wall here. You know, you see some guys like Rob Blake, Dan Bilesma, Ken Morrow lifting the Stanley Cup, which is obviously the ultimate achievement for an NHL player or any hockey players, to be able to raise that cup. So obviously we're very proud of this as well here at Bowling Green. We've been able to move a lot of players onto the pros, and hopefully that tradition will continue. And then again, this mural here is all new as well. This is more or less a tribute to the 1984 national championship team. Like I was discussing over there, Gino Cavallini, this is the game-winning goal here, a picture of that. Obviously a very proud moment in Bowling Green history. You know, some pictures of the players celebrating, captain of the team, you know, the shot of the team after winning the 1984 national championship. Obviously a lot of smiling faces, and you know, a national championship isn't easy to come by in any sport, and hockey being so close and so much parity, obviously we're very, very proud of that. Then we have a ping pong table here, another thing just where guys can relax, have some fun. Most people know hockey players are pretty competitive guys, so there's some heated rivalries that go on the ping pong table here. So, you know, it's great just having a place, a lounge like this, where we can come hang out after practice if we have some time before a class. You know, it helps guys just have some fun. Ultimately, we're playing hockey at the college level, so that's what we want to do. here we have the TV area. Guys can come in, some sofas surrounding it, PlayStation there. You know, it's got the satellite hooked up to it. So you come in, watch TV, watch some hockey games. You have some time between classes. You just want to come play some NHL or FIFA or whatever it may be on the PlayStation. You have an opportunity to do that. And so that's a big part as well. Very often, you know, guys will be in here using that. And then over here in this corner, final part of the lounge is, you know, there's a computer here. This is the player computer. So if guys want to come in, do an assignment here instead of going to the library or might be busy, you know, that you can find some quiet area here. Obviously this room is only ours, so the regular students won't be in here, you know, causing noise or anything. So you can come in here, focus on a project, or do whatever you may need to do. So that's pretty much the lounge. You know, the different pieces, it's obviously been renovated, the all new flooring, the new murals on the wall, and we're very proud of this room. You know, it's a nice, really nice place for the players to be able to come hang out, and, you know, we take advantage of it when we have the time. You know, it's awfully nice to come in and be able to play a game of ping pong, watch some TV, or just hang around with the guys on the team. So now we'll move on to the next part of the locker room. If you follow me, we'll go through a little bit of a tunnel here. You know, we see some pictures on the walls of current players playing in the program. They're all over the place in the lounge as well, just, you know, to remind us we have some of the past and some of the present, and hopefully, you know, as the program moves forward, there'll be some pretty happy pictures up there of future teams as well. So we'll move in through here. We have the coaches' room. This is where they get ready for practice. They have, you know, a washroom in here, showers, their stalls. A little bit messier than the players' stalls, but players can't really complain about that. So, you know, they get their stuff on before practice in here. Gives them a chance to kind of talk about practice or whatever amongst each other, and get prepared to go out there. And then we move into the next room here. This is kind of a mini weight room exercise area for us. As you can see, we have the 5 bikes set up. You know, if guys have 20 minutes or half an hour after practice and they don't have time to get over to the SEBO where we do our team workouts, we're able to come in here, get a little bit of a lift in. Maybe it's only a stretch, just depending whatever the guys need. There's a chance to come and get a quick workout in here. So a lot of guys use that. Obviously the bikes get used a lot, and you know, it's a good chance to come in, get a little bit stronger on days that we maybe don't have team lifts, and guys who want to do extra, this is always here to be able to do that. And then in here we have our training room. This room is Dan Fisher's. He's our athletic trainer. You know, you come in here, you got any nicks, bruises, anything, serious injuries, this is where the majority of the guys do their treatment. As you can see, Dan's sitting down at the desk right now working on something. I'm sure it's really important. You know, you have some guys that spend more time in here than others. Guys like Moeller, Galley, those guys seem to be in here quite often, so, you know, I'm sure maybe one day they'll get their nameplate put up in here or something like that. But cold tub, you know, all the machinery we need. Obviously it's crucial for us to, you know, get guys better if they're injured. You know, we want to be injury free so we can ice our best team and a healthy team, because that ultimately will help us win hockey games. So we leave this room here, and now we're going to get into the main part of the dressing room where the players spend a lot of our time, you know, getting dressed, preparing for practice, preparing for games. So you come through this little hallway here. We have our stick area. Obviously guys spend a lot of time on their sticks, so this is a pretty used little hallway here. We have our saw, a counter. You know, some guys like to play around with their sticks quite often, like I said, so, you know, it's a pretty busy spot, and kind of keeps things organized with the stick racks on the wall. We don't want sticks floating around everywhere throughout the locker room. We try and keep a neat and tidy locker room at all times, so guys keep their sticks here, bring them out for practice, and they immediately return to this area here afterwards. Then you come around the corner here, and this is the main locker room area. This is where most of the preparation takes place, guys getting ready for practice, ready for games. Obviously, you know, the locker room is a huge part of a hockey team. Guys spend a lot of time in here with each other. You know, 26, 27 guys in a locker room hanging out all the time. It's a great feeling being in, you know, a nice room like this. We obviously have the new stalls. These were put in this year. Different design, different color, different everything. All the walls have been repainted. And I know from last year to this year, the locker room seems much better looking, looks a lot more professional, and everyone on the team certainly likes it a lot more. So, you know, we're really proud of this room. We keep it neat and tidy. Every guy's responsible for keeping their stall in good order, or else obviously there'd be some consequences. But as you can see, it's a pretty nice room, and we're really proud of it. So if you come down here, you know, after we finish getting dressed for practices or getting dressed for games, we make our way through this area. We have our trainer's room here, our equipment manager, I should say, Scott Jess, better known as Scooter. He takes care of all the little things for us, you know, whether it's skate sharpening on the spot, you need a new stick, your elbow pad broke or something like that. You tell him, he'll immediately take care of it. And obviously there's a lot of things that go wrong with equipment in hockey or other little things, so it's great to have him here at all times. He's full-time with us, so he handles all the little things like that, and that helps the players just worry about playing hockey. And obviously that's important. You know, our job is to perform our best out on the ice, so when we have everything taken care of for us, you know, it helps us focus on doing that. So like I said, you know, we're all dressed, we're ready to go. Guys have their pregame rituals, everything like that. So we then, you know, when we get the buzzer, get the call to go out there, we come darting through here. Everyone's pretty excited to go out on the ice. Come through the hallway here. And we make our way onto the ice where, you know, we try and take care of business every night. We try and always be a relentless team. Always try and work with each other, work together. And as we move forward in the future, you know, we hope that, you know, we get some success, and like I said, hopefully get another one of those national championship murals up on the wall. So thank you for coming today, and I hope you enjoyed your locker room tour.